I think one of the most unique things about Carmichael is that you can see a lot of different perspectives and ideas come together in this space and find a place of unity together. And when I think about what community is, it's the ability for individuals and families and experiences in a city to come together and have healthy and supportive relationships with one another. When you think about a food recovery program starting out of a volunteer seeing a need in the community, bringing 100 meals every couple of days, or a person that drives a couple of hours just to volunteer at Carmichael Outreach, and you realize that there's something about this place that connects people with each other. Whether we're offering people housing support, or they're accessing the food security program, the clothing boutique, one of our addictions programs, or a community art class, the foundation of it all is the relationship that we have with one another. And that relationship allows us to share value with each other. And I think there's not enough places in our community where you can find the sharing of value between two people without there being some kind of barrier between them. Whether it's the amount of money they make, or whether they have a home or not, or whether someone is struggling with major challenges in their lives, personal or social. It seems like a lot of times our communities are more divided along those lines instead of facing those challenges together and finding solutions together that help us to be a better community. So when I think about Carmichael Outreach, what continually comes back to me is that when you think about the foundations laid by George as the founder and director for 20 years, Carmichael Outreach was first and foremost founded on the notion that every person deserves respect and that we must acknowledge and uphold each person's dignity. And I think when you put those two concepts together with relationships and opportunities for people, it breeds and protects an atmosphere of empowerment. And I think that one of the unique things that really stands out about Carmichael Outreach is that people come through our door having faced major challenges in their lives and super hard experiences. And maybe they feel like they've run into a brick wall 100 times, but they meet somebody from the housing support program or the food security program or any of the other folks that are here at Carmichael Outreach each day. And they get an opportunity to access relationships and supports that are focused on empowerment and work towards ending those chronic challenges. They say, there's a way that you can overcome these challenges. There's a way for you to take back ownership over the outcomes and experiences you have in your life. And I think that's one of the things that really sets Carmichael Outreach apart. It's that there's this atmosphere of empowerment. There's an opportunity for people to say, I don't want to face this challenge by myself anymore. I don't want to be in this same space anymore. And they're able to find relationships and community here in the building that both support them in overcoming those challenges and give them the relationships necessary to face those challenges. So everything is built here around those ideas. The foundation of what we were 27 years ago is the same foundation of what we are today. When you look at the different things that we have, it's a very diverse set of programs and services, and it wasn't even purposeful that we set out with that goal in mind. But it is reflecting of the fact that we really do believe in diversity. We believe that each person has value to add to their community, and that the community has the opportunity to share value with the people coming into the building on a day-to-day basis. And so our invitation is that the doors are always open. We'd love to see Carmichael Outreach grow into a place that's not simply a community for people facing the challenges of poverty, but be a place that's community for all. And that's what our dream is. It's to see people from our city painting together, creating something together. People from all walks of life coming up with solutions for homelessness together. All people coming together in our community to stand up and say that we aren't going to allow for homelessness and poverty to stay a part of our community. But we're going to face these challenges together, and we're going to come up with the solutions that we need to see those things ended. I think that's the promise of Carmichael Outreach, and I think we've already achieved it in some small ways. And we're always trying to find that next thing that's going to pull us all together as a community and see some of these social problems that we face on a day-to-day basis as a city